And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing 7 Days to Die. I'm hoping my trees come in here soon. I'm going to need the wood. This is the last of the wood I have. 1,025. That's it. So I am hoping those things mature very, very soon. Otherwise, I'm going to have to chop them down a little prematurely, and that just wastes wood. How did that happen? Fill you back in and flatten you out. I'm going to have to get rid of all these weeds too. Anyway, we have a nearly finished. It's under construction. It's kind of the look that I like. It's definitely under construction. But we have the entranceway here ready for the slopes. So as you can see, the pattern is, you have your entrance, and then you have two, down two, down two, down two. You need two because the slope, you need the slope, the wedge tip, and the wedge regular. So if we go to building, we're going to need, let's see, there it is, concrete wedge. We need 20 of these. And we need 20 of these. So let's get rid of that. So the wedge we just put on the back, like so. And the tips go right in front. Then head back down, and where are my tips? There they are. Now these are sort of the precast rough concrete look, and you can upgrade them with even more concrete to give them the finished really nice look. Let's see, I want my auger, there we go. Smooth this out here. Eventually I'll have a few blocks of concrete going up, and then the rest of that will be asphalt. So I'm going to need to craft some asphalt here very, very soon. So all of these I should be able to upgrade. There we go. Those are all upgraded, and they're going to be drying here. Now, zombies could just walk right in here and make themselves at home, and we don't want that. So we're going to want a way in and out that is secure. Now let's go drop off some of these resources. I did hit a little resource vein in digging out that stone that's in there. So I do have a little bit of resources on me. So let's kind of drop those. There we go. Those are gone. Now, let's see if I have any pillars left. Iron bars. No pillars. So I'm going to need some more pillars. So let's grab a little bit more concrete. Granted, I don't have a whole lot of wood, so we're going to have to be very, very careful about this. You can see I've set up the iron bars for the walls, but I don't yet have the wood to complete it all. I need the wood to finish up my ceiling, which I'm waiting for these to dry for the most part before I upgrade them completely. So we are going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 by 4. So we are going to need 36 pillars. So if I go to pillar 50s, we are going to need 36 of these. There we go. Now I should be able, once they're oriented right. Nope. There we go. These should support one another. Very carefully, because these are kind of finicky when you place them. I really don't want to waste concrete, even though I've got lots of concrete. Wasting materials for me is not a fun thing. So this should be the last one. See, we can't put one right there, but that's okay. There we go. Now, when zombies walk in, they'll just walk right on top. They'll just bounce up and they'll walk right on top. Whereas our mini bike will be able to sneak right between the two, which is so handy. You just can't even imagine how handy that is. And we can upgrade these then with regular concrete. Give these time to dry overnight. I'd like to get the rest of that ceiling in before night falls, because we are on day 33 and the next horde day is 35, so we are getting really close to the next horde, and I would like to have this ready to go before then. So now that we have the floor, or I should say the ceiling, ready to go, how are my trees over here? My trees are not quite ready. But I need the wood. There we go. A little bit more wood. Got about 3,000 wood out of all those. So that should be enough. Now that these are all, you can see these are all dry, which is nice. We're going to upgrade them from the outside going in, because the load-bearing situation changes as you upgrade them. So right now they're essentially metal, and they can hold a lot of weight. But as soon as you upgrade them with wood, then for some reason they become wood and they take on the qualities of wood. And then you upgrade them again, and now you've reached the sort of wet concrete look, which can hold more. I mean, it's not perfect. For some reason they change. I wish they would go into the, I wish they would fix that. Just because I don't think rebar with a wood frame should hold less than rebar itself. Because anybody who's worked construction knows that just plain rebar, you put enough weight on it and it will just bend over. I mean, there's very little strength with rebar itself. Once it's poured and dried though, that concrete can hold a lot of weight. There we go. That is ready to go. You can see sort of our little area here out. And the last part needs to be upgraded is this area in here, which I don't know. I've got the wood for it, no problem. But I kind of want to be down there when I do that. So these are starting to dry now, which is good. The ramp is the ramp has started to dry now, which is awesome. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one out and kind of fall through here. So I'm down here now. And then I will upgrade the rest of these. Might as well, since I've got the rebar, make sure that this doesn't collapse. Since it's still wet, I would like to make sure this doesn't come down on me. So putting the rebar into the walls will make sure that these blocks here are then supported. Because right now these blocks are supported by the dirt and by the concrete pillars. And I'd like them to be, the supporting structures. That way they carry more weight. And we shouldn't have a problem upgrading all of these. There we go. Good to go. And so now we've got a serious garage in here, ready for a mini bike. So the rest of it is going to be just putting the rebar frames into the walls, and then when that wood finally matures, I'll be able to finish off the whole structure. But for now, it's going to be all supported and should have no problems with how much weight it can carry. And each one of these things is, 20? It's 5 by 4. So that's, 200 wood and 200 concrete to upgrade. So that adds up. It adds up pretty fast when you have a bunch of these to go. And this is the reason I do the corners and the edges first. So when I come through and place the rest of the rebar frames, I don't have to worry about missing a spot and having to, break a block and fill it in and get all messy. There we go. These are all ready to go. I just need to fill those out. These need to dry, and we are just about at noon. We may even get a supply drop today. We will see soon enough. So now that this is done, we need to think about lighting, because it's, especially at night. Right now we've got a little bit of sunlight coming through, but at night this place is pitch black. So let's look at what we can do about lighting. And we can use electric lights now. So something like a ceiling light would be great. And we need forged iron, electrical parts, electronic components, and scrap plastic, which we have. We don't need mechanical parts, obviously, but we do need forged iron, which we don't have a whole lot of. So I am going to add some more iron into the mix here. I always take my odd stack and put it into this furnace. Okay, resources, forged iron. How much can I make? Oh, I can make an even 500. Good to do. So we're going to do light, ceiling light, and how many can we make? We can make 12, and that'll basically use all of the electronic components that we've got. So let's go ahead and make those. I've got some gas barrels ready to go in there. So let's throw those into fuel. Yeah, I've made some gas in between episodes. Made a lot of gas. So what are these? These are in science. Oh, cool. So we'll get some science XP by having these lights, by crafting these lights. That's good. I like that. There we go. Let's put our components back as best we can here. And we should be good to go. Let's head over to the darkness. So one of the things I like to do is put these in between so you can see how much it lights up. So you throw them right in between, we should be able to light up pretty much the whole room. So there is that, and now let's put one right at the entrance. Oh, that sounds like a couple zombies actually. Are we getting a? I'm not seeing any more wandering out there. It's weird. They get some odd. That was a nurse, I think. So yeah, looks like we're good to go. False alarm. I thought I was going to be able to get some XP. I thought that was a wandering horde. So we've got some light, especially at our entrance. I definitely want light right here. Light back in here, a little less important, but I definitely want it on our runway here. So we've got some light coming in. And let's see. So there's plenty of light. And I've got 3 more. Let's put one right. No, I don't know. Right in the middle. Right there. And right there. That'll do that. And then maybe one in here. Right in between. We'll light that up. Since it's... And these, as far as I understand, use less CPU time than torches. So you get less frame rate lag when you use these electric lights. Because it's a static light, it doesn't flicker, it's not moving like a torch does. So that is one little optimization that you can do now that we can craft electric lights. Now eventually, of course, you're going to actually need generators and other things to keep the lights on. So right now it's just free electricity, but come patch 16, alpha 16, it's going to be, you're going to need a generator and wires to hook all these up, it's going to be kind of inconvenient depending on how they do the wires. Having wires running all up and around here is going to look kind of funky, but so yeah, we are now ready for a mini bike. I'm looking so forward to that. We'll be able to really get some stuff done. Get the rest of this floor in. I can do the walls later when I've got the wood, but right now I want to get this semi-secure. So I apologize for the nail gun sounds. I try not to do this too much on camera, but I gotta do a little bit. I mean, this is a building game, so you know, we're quickly approaching the time when we'll be able to start a big project. I mean, this house obviously was a very big project, but once this is set up, I mean, I'll be able to set up, you know, so much stuff in here as far as like smelting goes. This room up here, this is going to be like my secondary resource generation. So I'm going to have a ton of smelters up here, and just go to town with resource creation, and then we'll be able to scope out a place to build something just epic. That's what I love about games like this, is once you get a foothold, you're good to go. You can start big projects, and I love big projects. If you want to look at one of my big projects I did, check in the description for the link for the Gravestowne Heights apartment building that I did as a little fun project to revitalize Gravestowne a little bit, which is the town. Let's actually, can't even see it on here. We haven't even been there, but it's down in here. So I didn't hear any drop ships, so we didn't get any drop. It might be about time to take that house out too. It's kind of the last major thing that I do around here is take the house out. I leave the barn. I like the barn. but I take the house out. Since it's gutted already and it's got no lootable containers in it because I used it as a base, it's kind of pointless to have. But the spikes, those are a different matter. It takes so long to get rid of spikes now. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I thought about digging underneath them and letting them basically fall and break that way. I'm not sure. Now that I've got an auger, that would be a little bit easier to do. But yeah, there is our garage. We are the proud owners now of a brand new garage. So that'll do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.